guys, Marsengan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so today we are going to be taking a look at INT LR Cell on the 200% team. I've put out the AGL Gohan video at this point, so of course we have to look at Cell. If both of them easy A in part 2, that would actually be amazing, because Cell, as in AGL Cell, really needs a top tier partner for him to really shine, especially for like the red zone, which obviously global we're still waiting for. But the only thing that kind of lets him down in really difficult content is a lot of his best linking partners are not super strong units. And obviously once he gets up to being perfect Cell, these two are going to link together reasonably well. Obviously my LR Cell is Rainbow full level 10 links. He's got some skill orbs and everything, because obviously I tried for quite a while doing the Androids ESBR no item run, so I did put a lot of investment into some of the units that I was using. So this guy is a little bit outdated now. His super attack effects are pretty much non-existent. 12 key is just colossal damage and lowers defense, and then the 18 key is greatly raises attack for 1 turn and mega colossal damage. So he doesn't have any way of raising his own defense. He gets 80% at the start of the turn. He raises defense by up to 80%. The more HP remaining, the more the defense. So obviously more HP you have, the more defense he has. And then he gets an additional key +1 and attack 20% per existing enemy. So it's not really a lot. It means he only has, like, when you're on full HP, he only has 160% defense. So we are able to get the 18 key super here. We have 3 links active, including big bad bosses. And he is at 275k defense. So obviously bear in mind he's not going to get any more than that. So we obviously want to surround him with some support. We want to try and, just like Gohan, obviously want to try and get the transformation in this video. But we do have to drop to 30% or below HP. And that's basically the main reason why I've actually come into the legendary Vegeta event to do this showcase, rather than like an IDBH stage, because it's going to be very difficult to do that on this team. So it was at 4.6, no crit, sadly. Still tanking for double digits despite the type disadvantage. Obviously we're very early on in the event, so it's nothing too crazy at this point, but not a bad attack stat. Obviously, just like Gohan, he's going to become much better offensively once he transforms. The only downside when you compare him to Gohan is obviously defensively he's not particularly crazy in this initial form. Now, Super Battle Road, obviously he can be really good, because that heal, like the dropping to 30% or below HP and then getting a full heal with him also transforming is really good, right? Like, Android's ESBR no item became super easy once the tech androids came out, and now with like Cell as well, really easy. But I don't know if it would have been possible, even though it was ridiculously hard and took me many hours. Some of you watching this video might have been there for some of the lengthy stream attempts where we were trying to do the run. But like, it's so easy now. I mean, it was only doable then, realistically, because of the heal from the INT Cell. So I'm going to do this so we can actually get key to get his 18 key super. He doesn't link up with the text World Tournament Cell, because obviously at this point they have the same name. So ideally we just want to get the transformation as soon as possible here. It's another reason why putting STR Cell in slot 1, because his slot 1 defense is not the best. So obviously if he was to get take a super there in slot 1, then obviously we would be looking pretty good for actually taking some of that damage that we're going to need to take. So, hello Pickles. You see Pickles' ear sticking in front of the camera. Come over here. Was that double super from INT Cell? I think it was. But yeah, INT Cell is looking okay. But the problem is, in this more difficult content, like, his attack stats are not bad, but his defense is obviously not particularly crazy. And compared to Gohan, who's just stacking his defense all the time, Cell does not get better defensively in this first form in any way, outside of obviously you giving him some more support on the rotation or something like that. So now that we're getting our cells transformed up to perfect Cell, this is going to look a little bit better. We can actually do this for this rotation. I do eventually want to get the Jiro and 19 floated off, obviously, so I can have them rotating as a support unit as well. But for now, it's going to have to make do with them here. We'll get one of these AGL cells floated off, so you can link them up with the INT LR now that he's transformed. Obviously, now that the AGL one is transformed. Because obviously if the INT one transforms, it doesn't matter if they share the same name, because obviously that's how transformations work, right? So we ideally want to get these guys together and then get the INT cell to transform. And then with a support unit in slot 3, that's where we'll be able to see him at his best. Obviously, once he transforms, he does require you to pick up a certain amount of orbs in order to get his max potential. So that is something, again, that can be slightly annoying. We didn't bring like orb changes or anything like that, but we can hopefully try and set up on the turn before. So I think on this turn, again, I think I have to put you in slot 1, right? Because if we want to get even a chance of taking enough damage here to then get the transformation with Cell, we probably do need to go ahead and do this. So we'll do this and then do this for you. The friend LR androids do raise their defense on super, so should be okay here. I was kind of hoping that STR Cell would eat a super attack in slot 1, but let's see how this turn plays out. Because he tanks normal attacks for double digits. Can we get supered? No. Alright, so I don't know how much damage the AGL LR androids would take from a super attack here post their own super attack. I did deliberately get their 12 key, because if I remember rightly off the top of my head, they only raise defense on their 12 key, but they greatly raise on their 18 key. So hopefully we can eat a super here, because they should tank normals for double digits. Yep. Super attack? Vegeta? Are you going to super attack this turn, maybe? Are you not going to super attack this turn? Alright, perfect. Okay, so fortunately, as good as he is, AGL Cell is obviously not the best slot 1 unit. So if he can eat a super attack here, we should take enough damage to not die, but to take a significant amount of damage. I definitely do not want the Tech World Tournament Cell eating the super here, though. And unfortunately, of course, Android 19 and Jiro heal us on super attack, so with the fact that we have got so much support on the rotation, I couldn't not super with them. So that's the problem with this cell. Like, outside of Super Battle Road, we're not going to see his transformation that easily. In terms of PvE, what am I talking about? It's all PvE. But in terms of single enemy, like long events, this is obviously the hardest one we have on Global at the moment. I just really need one of these units that is, well, see now, if it's not Jiro and 19, it is going to be World Tournament Cell that eats a super attack here. Because remember, God Vegeta doesn't have a key-based super attack, so Jiro and 19 won't absorb it. He's not supered a single time yet. Is he actually going to super World Tournament Cell? Are you kidding me? So he greatly raises his defense on super. If he gets a second super, he probably would survive. Oof. 90k. Because unfortunately now we're stuck in this kind of loop where we are not able to get the transformation. I guess our slot 1 health is probably not that great, right? Do you pick up any extra links from you? You don't. So if we do this, we could get supered in slot 1 for a significant amount of damage again still. And we have a lot of HP on this team, but I don't know if we would we live a super in slot 1 here? Well, we're about to find out. Come on, Cell. Don't get killed by this. Alright, good. Is that enough for the HP? It's not. Are you actually kidding me? Alright, well, fortunately, what I can do next turn is use a Whis, which means normal attacks are obviously not going to do any damage, but then just hope that we still eat a super on somebody, and it should still do enough damage to us to drop below 30% HP. I mean, the Cell team just absolutely dunking on this event, making it impossible for us to transform, which is not ideal. Oh, and of course I bought the support memory for healing. I don't know why I did that. Jiro and 19, we can't not get a super attack with them. We are able to see that there's a super in slot 1, though. So actually, this could work out nicely. How do we do this? Because if I need to use the item to survive, I'm pretty sure. But would Jiro and 19 live taking a super in slot 1? Because I don't know if AGL Cell will take enough damage from this for us to drop below the 30% HP. I think he will. Because I don't know, with a Whis active, would Jiro and 19 die to this? Because then they're going to obviously get to super attack afterwards. And he does lower your defense on his super as well. So the following up normal attacks are going to do more damage. So we really don't want to get... we really don't want to take too much damage. So let's see how this plays out. So the first attack is the super. Even with the Whis active, this should still do damage. And then he lowers Cell's defense. Okay, so it wasn't enough. And then Giro and 19 are going to heal us above 30%. Great. So, yeah, we're not going to be able to get the transformation just yet, apparently. Man, it's so hard as well because the 30% is such a low amount of HP to try and be aiming for that, like, if we don't use an item on the next... Well, we don't have to use one next turn because the Whis will still be active. But if we don't use another defensive item once this one runs out, then obviously we just end up risking just getting killed by a super attack. So it's very awkward when you're deliberately trying to get these HP restriction transformations and stuff. So very, very annoying. Hopefully if they do easy A, these guys at some point in this celebration, they can change Cell's restriction to like 40%. Imagine if it's 50%. He'd actually be insane. Okay, so we do have some healing links. We have the Whis active still, so I'm going to leave you in slot 1. We didn't get the 18 key super because I'm trying to avoid same type orbs. And we're going to get the Dokkan attack now, because of course we are. Yet another thing in the way of us trying to get him to actually transform. So I'm not going to hit any of the nodes, so we do as little damage as possible. But obviously this is going to heal us way beyond the threshold. Maybe after this he'll super attack INT Cell, because even with the Whis active we should actually take a pretty considerable amount of damage from that. But the problem is with the heal that the Dokkan attack is going to give us, even if his super attack puts us down to like 5% HP, we're going to end up healing more than that at the start of the next turn to be above 30% again. So very awkward with trying to get this restriction. I thought Gohan's was bad, but we managed to get that one. Double super from Cell here is good in most circumstances, right? Because it means he's going to be tanking really nicely. So how much health do we actually get back? Oh god, tons. Alright, so I guess we just do this then and just hope for a super in slot 1, I guess, because Cell has 252k defense. He would probably survive a super in slot 1 here. Well, we're about to find out. Alright, 344, and then dodge. Dodge. Oh, okay, this is perfect. Oh, okay, perfect. Alright, so we are actually now going to get the transformation on the next turn. Whew. I thought we were going to go this whole video without getting it, and then I was going to have to, like, jump into Super Battle Road or something. But here we go. So, spit up Android 18, self-destruct, regenerate from a single cell, and then return as Super Perfect Cell. So we finally managed to do it. So once we have our boy transformed, what are our links looking like here with the AGL Cell? Only 4 out of the 7. Although actually, do you have Kamehameha? You do not. So only 4 out of the 7. You're not going to get... Oh, you're going to get Legendary Power with you. So I guess we probably should do that. Right, so let us grab this. Is this going to connect that other green together? No, but there is another green at the top. So now that Cell has transformed... his 12 key super attack is colossal damage and massively lowers defense. His 18 key is mega colossal damage and lowers attack and defense. So his super attack effects are still not the best. And then his passive, we get obviously full recovery of HP. Key for attack and defense 120%. Then we get 20% extra attack and defense if we pick up 4 or more orbs. We get another 20% if we pick up 6 or more orbs. And then we get another 20% attack if we pick up 8 orbs, which is obviously very difficult. We're able to pick up 6 orbs here, so we are going to get a pretty significant amount of his buffs. We've got the support from the LR androids, who obviously are providing 4 key and 50% defense. So his defense is 268k, which realistically is not that great. Like, he probably dies to Blue Evolution Vegeta's super attack, to be honest. So I am actually going to pop the item here. I really want to see his attack stat, but I feel like most of the units on this rotation will die to a super attack from Blue Evolution Vegeta. So we'll activate the Wii. Yeah, see, AGL Cell, post super attack, his defense is very, very good, but mine is 55%. So yeah, even with the Whis active, we still take 200k. And then INT Cell, 6.83. Yeah, I feel like he really does need the Easy A way more than Gohan, doesn't he? Like, that's just really unimpressive, unfortunately. Obviously, normal attacks, he's going to take double digits with the Whis active. That is to be expected. But obviously, his attack stat would be a little bit higher if we managed to get 8 orbs. But getting 8 orbs is a pretty tall, like a big ask when you're a unit that doesn't orb change in any way. You know, at least the tech androids, you want to get as many orbs of them as possible. Preferably all tech. But they create tech orbs. So at least they kind of have that going for them. But we'll do this because then this leaves a massive chunk of orbs in the middle here for Cell. I think that might actually be 8 orbs as well. So we are actually going to be able to pick up 8 orbs with Cell next time. And I think we are going to have Jiroa 19 on rotation as well. So we are actually going to have a lot of support. Oh, or we just die because even with a Whis active, the friend Cell, who I think has 2 dupes, just dies to the final flash. So yeah, I'm going to end the video there because next turn for Perfect Cell we would have got to see a higher attack stat, but nothing affects his defense outside of support. So man, he really is, even with a 200% leader skill, he's still like bottom of the tiers for Dokkan Fest exclusive LRs. I don't know if I would say he's the worst one still, because the 200% leader skill does help a little bit. But as you saw from like the first part of this video, in his untransformed state, like even on the 200% team, he's not really that impressive. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.